Welcome to the Purely Creative Podcast, your place for an inside look into the everyday lives of creative individuals just like you or me. I am your host, Rich Drake, and I'm a senior college design student wanting to explore the world of design and the creative minds that fuel it. I myself am using this podcast as a means to educate myself and others wanting to learn more about what drives people to work hard and what they do when facing failure. However, this podcast isn't all about me, it's about you. I invite you to relax, listen, and enjoy the conversation. And if you'd like to join it, leave me a comment on what you thought of the show, and I'll make sure to get back to you. But anyways, please enjoy the show and join me on this journey to becoming what I like to call purely creative. Welcome to my first podcast. My name is Rich Drake, and today I'm going to be talking with a good friend and colleague of mine. We're going to be discussing design, creativity, and everything in between, and just have a nice casual conversation with the man and have a good time. So my good friend's name is Trevor Hult. And Trevor, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Rich, for the introduction. What's up, everyone? Like Rich said, my name is Trevor. I'm currently 22 years old, a college student, hopefully graduating next semester, just like Rich himself. I'm just a type of person that likes to do my own thing. I've always been one to stay true to myself. That's something just a little bit about me, but we'll get more into that in a little bit. But just some basic about me. I'm actually, a fun fact, I'm a twin, and I love fashion, sports, video games, fitness, and I'm a pretty diverse person, and I'm pretty intelligent in a lot of other areas. So I take pride in that.
Heck yeah, man. That's something I've always known you for, is being really unique, and yeah, you're a pretty cool guy. But on that note, man,
Appreciate it.
yeah, of course. But on that note, tell me about your day, man.
Today, Tuesday, Thursday is kind of my boring days. I got classes. Tuesday, Thursday is my main class days. I had a class from 9:25 all the way and end around like 3:00. So start off this morning, waking up. I went for a walk as I typically do every morning. I like to get my morning walk or cardio in, whether it's walking or jumping rope. I was jumping rope the other day, and I was just just jumping, and all of a sudden my handle flew off. So need to buy a new jump rope. But yeah, I went for a walk. I do a quick about 25, 30-minute walk every morning just to get my steps in. And then showered, made some breakfast before class, made some nice egg whites and some turkey bacon, and then had class from 9:25 to 10:40, and then 10:50 to 12:05, and then got a little break between there, and then made some lunch. I had some ground beef and some pepper mixed in. Had my last class. After last class, took a little power nap because I needed a nap. And then after I took a nap, went to the gym. I hit legs and shoulders today. And then after that, I got home. I made a fire dinner. I made my own buffalo chicken pizza, and that slapped. It was so good. I still have one more piece left because I was full. But I want to get into that a little bit later with some questions and more things about me. But
you're gonna make me hungry,
overall,
man.
my day was good. Overall, my day was actually pretty good. Can't complain. Started off today right. Went through the whole day right, and I'm a firm believer. If you start the day off right in the way you want it, that energy is going to carry on through over the rest of the day. Because if you start your morning off lazy, you're more likely going to be lazy the rest of the day. So.
Absolutely, man. You're gonna make me hungry talking about that pizza. I saw pictures of it.
I still got the last slice. You want it? I'll send it right through the camera.
So mad. But yeah, man, that's awesome. Glad you got a good workout in today. I did as well. I did chest and arm.
Yes, sir.
But on that note, what have you been working on recently that you could tell us about?
I am very proud to say that this might sound weird to y'all, but for me, I'm very proud to say that the biggest thing I've been working on right now is myself. A little bit backstory of me is I previously went through a mentally abusive relationship and didn't think it was mentally abusive at the time because obviously, everything going on in a relationship. Just looking back on it, I saw so many red flags. and I just didn't do it because I thought I was in love with the person. I thought it was like, how she manipulated me, and she mentally destroyed me in a way. I've been, imagine always being told, even if you don't think you're doing anything wrong, always being told, you're doing this wrong. I don't like how you did this. You could have done this instead. And even if you didn't think you did something wrong, always being told you did something wrong rather than being told, hey, I'm proud of you. Obviously that was said, but it was pretty obvious when that would happen. But it's not like not a quick, you don't get the compliment of, oh, you did a great at this job today. Oh, well, all those just like nice compliments of things that you're doing good that should be in a relationship it was always the more negative side. And that's demoralizing after time again. There's just so many lines are crossed. I was done with it. So, and again, to go back on me, it doesn't help that I'm gonna say this, I suffer from depression and anxiety, right? So I went home. I had to take this break this summer. I went home and I had to see doctors and get that fixed and I had to get different meds because the way that woman treated me was just not the best. And she almost ruined me, and I had to really reflect on myself, and I had to look back of like almost building my building blocks of building myself back up to the person that I want to be. And right now I'm just super proud of super proud of myself, how far of the progress I've made so far in the last couple months, whether that's also that's spiritually, physically, and mentally. And with the progress I've made is unbelievable to look back at what I used to be just a couple months ago.
That's fantastic, man. I'm really glad to hear that you've developed as a person, and you've been able to build yourself up and come back from such a hard time. And I'm definitely proud of you for that. And I know you've
Thank
been
you.
getting your mind and your body right, and kudos
Yes,
to
sir.
you for that. And so on a different note, as far as not only like building yourself and like thinking about how you make yourself better, what's something that you have had your eyes on lately, like in the
Okay.
design world, like as far as
Yes,
being
yes, yes.
creative?
Okay. So I'm really proud of myself for finally realizing like, through this whole process of like what I want to do in life.
Hmm.
And right now I'm in the process of creating my own media company. So within the past month or so, 2 months or so, uh, and just recently, this past couple of days, I'm now up to 4 clients on my media company. So what I want to do is, uh, media companies, I want to help people create content for themselves, whether it's their brand for themselves, if they're their own brand, whether it's products or whatnot. So I have a company that is called Core Trainings that does leadership and mentoring programs throughout the whole country with middle schools and high schools. And they're in the process of transferring over virtually because they go into schools, and because a lot of schools, are either shut down or not. I mean, some are shut down, but a lot of people
Yeah.
don't take visitors just because of the whole coronavirus. So I'm helping them edit all their videos and transferring their raw footage into uh, a service, a platform, a program that people will be able to purchase and watch all their videos and stuff like that. I'm also got a client for recently a biotech company that sells a product that erases oil from certain services, and it's trying to get that more advertised. And I'm in the process of getting details and working out a way so I can go film and help them film for their products and get more attraction on their social media. And they also want kind of me to be in charge of the social media aspect, which is awesome.
Oh,
And
that's
then
cool.
I also got I got a big deal and with this incredible, awesome, humble human being called named Jermaine Gadsden, and he's blowing up on TikTok. He's got about 230,000 followers on TikTok right now,
Wow.
about 22.5K on Instagram. Dude is killing it, almost at 2K on YouTube. And just recently, I still have Jermaine. If you're watching this, please, I apologize. I've been through a lot this past month. I'm not gonna get into too much details on that, but it's been a lot. Maybe actually, yeah, more down the line in this video, we'll get more into that. But I still have a video. I still owe you a video from a couple weeks ago that we filmed. I promise I'll get you that soon. Just been through a lot. So helping him create film and edit his videos for YouTube. He's going places. Dude is unbelievable. His physique is incredible. He's big into fitness. And I've also just got a gig to help a local brand to film stuff for their merch and to film stuff because they're big. Like they're like a car club / like merch. They're trying to get demand. So they want me to create video for them at like a car meet or a car setup, and then also get some for the merch. And I'm also in the process of getting another client to help film cool video for their new brand, Prestige Fitness. Shout out Alex, you're an awesome kid too. To help film content for them and their new clothes to get that out and going too.
Awesome. Yeah, man.
So
It seems like you're
possible 4 to 5 clients right now that I'm working with, and I'm trying to get this build up along the way. I'm just getting started, and hopefully within the next year or so, I'll get the ball rolling pretty big here.
Seems like you're pretty busy, man. Seems like you've been going through a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's a lot of stuff mentally. I don't know if you want to talk about this now or later, but yeah, it's let's just say it's almost like I've been to hell and back, and I'm not exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating. It's been really, really tough.
I understand, man. Especially with college coming to an end, and been through a lot these 4 years at Coastal.
Absolutely.
And yeah, man, I'm excited to see what you're gonna produce over the next couple months and see the progress you make, and it's gonna be really cool.
Man.
Really cool. So I guess you could say that those are new skills that you're trying to learn, like as you do it and as you go. So let's see. What is like your number one like favorite type of content or like media or like game, whatever? Like what's your favorite thing to like look at right now, like study? Like what's interesting you that's like popular right now?
Okay. The thing that's big, might get a little nerdy here, but that's okay. Like I said, I'm a man of many avenues that I can travel down. But the biggest thing right now is the Pokemon industry and Pokemon cards. I got back into Pokemon Go. Shout out my roommate, I'll be look up. Got us all. Our whole house is back on Pokemon Go. We've been grinding that game like crazy the past like 2 months. But right now, the Pokemon card craze is unbelievable. The market has skyrocketed like in the last couple months. Obviously, due to the amount of people that are getting into that thing, like Gary Vee, probably the biggest one right now, Logan Paul, just had a huge live stream of him opening up a box, a first edition booster pack, and he had, I think it's like within the first day it had like 4 million views, just because that box alone cost $200,000, just because the amount of like the rarity of calling. He sold each pack for, I think it was $11,000. And if you pulled so there's different at the end, there's a chance for I think 9 holographics in that booster pack, right?
Yeah,
I think. And so like if you were to pull a first edition holograph Charizard card, a PSA 10, that card alone, one singular card, a piece of cardboard, goes for $200,000. $200,000 for a holographic first edition Charizard card, which is
I'm pretty sure Logic bought one, didn't he?
Yeah. So I know Logic bought one. He bought one in the auction. He actually won the auction while Logan Paul was streaming. He won that auction.
Wow, I didn't know that.
And then actually during Logan Paul's unboxing, he actually pulled a first edition holographic Charizard. It wasn't for him because he sold all the packs and gave all the money to charity, which is crazy. But yeah, he was able to pull a holographic first edition Charizard, and that's just unreal. The market for Pokemon cards is crazy right now.
Yeah, dude, I literally saw Logic post a video of he had the PSA 10 Charizard like in its like case or whatever, and he had a plastic bag over it, and he let his son hold it and was like chewing on it.
Yeah.
Dude, that made so many people upset.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just Pokemon cards crazy, and I kick myself in the butt now because back in the day, I was a through my childhood, I'm a huge Pokemon fan. Like I still like I said, Pokemon Go. I still play the DS games here and there, and I had a collection back in the day, and not thinking of I just hit my mic. Not thinking anything of it. I had like a whole tin with binders and everything. I had probably 200 cards. I gave it away to my next door neighbor when I was younger. I was like, yeah, I don't play with them anymore. You can have it. You can have it, buddy. And I kicked myself on the butt because I look back on the cards and I'm like, I know I had some of those cards, not the holographics, but like I
Yeah.
know I had those older cards. Like I know I had a red Cheeks Pikachu. And
Mm-hmm.
alone, if you have a red Cheeks Pikachu, that thing alone goes for thousands, like almost $20,000.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I was like, I wish I could go back, and I don't know where those cards are.
Mm-hmm.
I want to reach out to him like, hey, is there any way? Because I know that kid's still into Pokemon because like I see him, on social media and whatnot. He has a bunch of Charizard Pokemon posts, and it's like
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask if I can buy a collection back, but I'm sure he's gone through it, and I'm sure he's looked at the cards and like, oh, this is worth the money. I'm gonna keep on to it.
Yeah.
But Pokemon card craze right now is crazy.
Mm-hmm. Dude, it's insane to think that these little cardboard pieces are nothing but cardboard with imagery
Mm-hmm.
on them, and then until a company puts a name on it and creates some exclusivity behind it, it's like a cult
Yeah.
following. But Pokemon has grown to such a big thing, and I want to tell you about my crazy Pokemon card story. So for those of you who are listening, I am a military brat, and if you don't know what a military brat is, that is the son of somebody, or not a son, a child of somebody who served in the military. And my dad and our family was stationed in Hawaii for 4 years, and one of our favorite things to do as a family was to go like to yard sales and jockey lots and stuff like that. And I remember, God, I couldn't tell you how long ago it was, but it was one weekend and we stumbled into this guy's house in the neighborhood who had a yard sale, and he was like moving out. So he had like a lot of his furniture outside, and we were looking through his stuff, didn't really find anything. And then he invites us inside because obviously he's moving out, and he's like, anything in the house can go, just ask me a price. So I'm walking through the house and I find this red toolbox. So just to put into perspective, this red toolbox is currently under my bed. But I found this red toolbox, and I was like, "What's in here?" He's like, "I think some baseball cards or something like that." And I flip it open, and there's about, I don't know if I'm like exaggerating, but there was probably close to like 600 to 700 first edition Pokemon cards.
No
And
way.
almost every single bit of cards in there were unopened packs. It was not only unopened first edition cards, but I don't know if you're familiar that, or if you know of the fact that Pokemon and Topps have made cards before, and they made from like 100 to like 150 as far as like the number of Pokemon. They made them like each art cards and stuff like that, and then they also printed scenes from the show. And
Yeah.
I opened every single one of those packs, and I had literally almost 600 to 700 first edition Pokemon cards. Dude, like in high school, I sold the majority of them in the box for like $400. And that was,
Think, just
400
I
sounds a
think about
lot.
but think about how much that just in the past couple of months the Pokemon card thing has gone. Like a Charizard used to be maybe like maybe 150, like a PSA 10 used to be maybe 150K, maybe 100, and then like the last 3 months has shot up to almost over $200,000. Just
Hmm.
think of like that 400 could be worth like 5 grand right now.
Yeah. It's absolutely insane, man. And I
It's
definitely
crazy.
regret it. But that, I mean, I feel like that can be applied to any type of older toys or
Yeah,
memorabilia.
yeah, because back in the day, like me and my brother, mostly my brother, my twin brother Chad, he was huge into Legos, and we had like original Star Wars sets. We had the original X-Wing. We had the Millennium Falcon. We had what was it? The like Darth Vader ship. And we had collector's edition stuff that like right now, like we looked at, like him and I did some research on it. Like some of those some of those things go for like $5,000, $2,000. And like we had most of them, and we don't know where the boxes went or where all the pieces went. And it's just like, if we would have known, but like you can't know that though.
Yeah,
like you never know. That's the thing. But we had all those sets. It's like, geez, if we were able to find that, we could just make some easy cash. But yeah, the market for that type of stuff right now. But just the beauty of the art on the old Pokemon cards is ridiculous. Like the pure beauty of the artwork is just it's so good.
It really is. And when you look at it now, it like really brings you back, and you have that sense of nostalgia. And moral of the story is I really regret selling my Pokemon cards.
I really regret giving away my Pokemon cards, because I know I had first edition Pokemon cards, and I know for a fact I had a red Cheeks Pikachu. I'm not sure if it was a first edition or if it was a shadowless. I don't know if you know what shadowless means, but I know it was one of the top, like the more rare red Cheeks Pikachu, and I know I had like all those. And I know I started. I like a first edition Charmander probably goes for $500, if maybe like more than that, just a starter. And I know I had one of those. And it's like, I wish I could go back. But like, no, I love Pokemon. Even though I did, I was like, I'm not going to use these. What are these going to be for? But yeah, it's crazy how things in the market will.
Yeah,
and that's
absolutely.
The Pokemon cards is I was thinking. I don't know if Pokemon is the largest grossing media company in the world ever. Like it's worth more than Disney, Marvel, and all those other brands you think are top dog. Pokemon is the highest grossing, the biggest media company in the world. I don't know if you knew that, but that's a fun fact.
Yeah, I didn't, but you heard it here, folks. I did not know that, and I am glad I do now. I mean, I've had so much appreciation for Pokemon over the years.
Dude,
I mean, I still play their games. I still play their games today. I've still got like my Game Boy Color, Switch, Wii, GameCube, all that stuff. Love Nintendo. Love what they've done with Pokemon and all that. But dude, that's insane. Absolutely crazy. So speaking about Pokemon, Nintendo, video games, stuff like that. What do you think about Xbox, PS4? You decided on one yet?
I'm actually not getting a console because recently I built myself a PC.
Yep, that's right.
And I built myself a PC, and I just feel like I spent that money on a PC, and just in my opinion, I don't think console will ever be more superior than a PC. No matter years online, I think there's always the PC is always going to have an advantage over console, just because the type of technology and the way it's built. It's always going to be superior to console. So I built myself a PC. So I decided I'm not going to get the next gen PS5 or Xbox. However, if I were, I would get a PS5 because I've grown up on PlayStation. And I just think console wars nowadays is pointless because every game now is cross-platform, and it all depends personal preference. You know, will they like the interface, the controller feel, or it's just you get what your friends play, or for the exclusive games. In my opinion, PlayStation has the better exclusives, but I can't. I'm a PC boy now, so next generation of games I'll definitely be getting for PC.
Heck yeah. And on that note. Obviously this podcast is on both SoundCloud and YouTube. And if you just so happen are on the YouTube side of this podcast, in the comments down below, go ahead and let us know if you prefer Xbox, PlayStation, or PC.
Or PC. Also, don't forget to hit that like or subscribe button. That'll mean a lot too.
Yeah,
I know Ridge will appreciate it a lot. Yeah.
He knows
I'm not gonna be one of those cheesy YouTubers like smash the subscribe button. I know I've done that in the past and I regret it because I look like a moron. But yeah, just hit the like button. Don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button, and always gotta promote yourself any way you can at some points. But you know the drill.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm really excited to start this podcast. It's like a year ago. If you would have asked me if I'd be interested in a podcast, I'd tell you you're insane. But it's really taken off, and as I've matured and like developed as an
Facts.
individual who
Facts.
consumes content, I've come to respect podcasts a lot, and I'm really
They're,
excited to start this journey.
they're so cool, and they're also just so fun to film or to do. Just sitting here
Yeah,
having a conversation, and it's really just having a nice conversation, but it's producing content at the same time,
absolutely.
which is pretty crazy. And there's so many ways you can intervene podcasts. Like, yeah, there's a visual, and then you also have the audio. So
Hmm.
if people can't listen to the audio, they watch the video if they want to get more of that, face-to-face interaction. But
Yeah, absolutely.
podcasts are great, man. I probably listen to podcasts every morning. When I go on my morning walks, I listen to a podcast, like a motivational podcast or whatever to just get me through that. Excuse me, get me through the morning and just get me motivated through the day for the day.
Heck yeah, man. So as far as like, excuse my dog. She just woke up.
Skylar.
Yeah. So speaking of like what you're doing every day and every morning, I want to know a little bit like about your goals. Like, what do
Okay.
you want to do? Like, what's your dreams and what motivates you to pursue those goals?
Yeah. So the biggest thing in life that for me at least, and I think it's for a lot of people, the biggest thing in life, in order to get to where you want to be and to get the thing you want to have, is you have to find your why. Your why what's gonna push you over the edge of other people. So you got to have a true why. And for me, um, my why is to help people. I suffer from depression and anxiety, and I want to be that person that is is a motivator, is an influencer. Influencers, a word nowadays, but I want to be that person that people look up to. I want to be that light in other people's lives. That this kid, this person, Trevor, is going through this, and he's doing these things, and if he does that too, I can, because I know there's people out there like. There's people out there that we wish we inspire to be, like, whether it's an athlete or it's an influencer or any type of person. Like, they're human too. They bleed red like we bleed red. They're just they dreamed, and they were willing to put in the work for that dream. And I want to be that light in people's lives, that it's okay to suffer from mental illness, and mental illness is not a joke, especially for men that suffer from mental illness. People think that, oh, you show like you'll get over it, it's just,
Oh,
you know and
my dog's going a
it's
little
just,
crazy in here.
and again, like, I want to be that person that shows, like, it's okay to suffer from that. I do it. And yes, shit gets hard. Life gets hard. There's days where I don't want to get out of bed. And there's days that I don't feel like I want to be alive right now. I'm going to say that right now. There's just days like that. But the reason why it keeps me going is I do not want anyone to feel the way I feel sometimes. And I would not wish depression, anxiety to what I go through. I would not wish this on my worst enemy. I would not. It's a battle that you constantly face, and constantly facing it. Yes, and I know that it's tough for me, but I know I'm strong enough to get through it, and that's why I know I have it. Or not, and I know I have it, but I feel myself as I'm blessed to, in order. It's a weird way to put it, but I feel like I'm a firm believer in God, and I feel like I'm blessed in a way to battle through these things, because I know I was put in the situation because I know I'm capable of handling it. And going back on my why is again, I don't want people to feel the way that I feel, and I want to be that person that says, look, I'm going through this. It's okay. Even if you have this, it's okay to have it, and you are not. I repeat it, you are not alone with his problems. There's people in this world that suffer the same exact problems as you do, right? Same exact problems as me. And I've learned that. And if you're suffering, please reach out and please ask for help. You are not weak. You are not, I repeat, you are not weak for asking for help. It shows it shows strength and courage that you're able to open up about your own problems and your insecurities and your mental illness, to ask for help, because that's what I did. That's what I did. And when I didn't ask for help, I was trying to face it all on my own. I've been facing this all my own since middle school, and it's always a constant spiral of ups and downs, of a roller coaster. But the second I reached and asked for help, it was a totally big turning point for me where things are starting to get a lot better. Because now that people know, obviously, people will be there to support you. And I know people there to support you. You might get baby talked, but the real ones will not do that. They'll keep it real with you. And also opening up just allows you to, it's just to get that off your chest. It feels so much better. Like, and it's crazy, but yeah, but that's my why, is that I don't want people to feel the way that I feel. And I want to be that influence, that light in that life, that this person's going through this intense battle sometimes, and he's able to rise above. And that's one of my biggest reasons why I want to do what I want to do. And speaking of what I want to do, is, like I said, I want to own my media company, shooting videos, advertisements, promotions for companies, and having them send me their products, and hopefully we'll have my own studio one day. And I help them create advertisements for their products or whatnot. And I also want to create my own content at the end of the day.
Yeah, man, I love kind of the reason why is you strive to wake up every morning, and I like the message that you put out, and it's really motivating and it's really contagious. I'll say that. And
Thank you.
yeah, absolutely. And I look forward to seeing your like future endeavors and the business that you want to create and the message that you want to spread. And I'm confident that you can do it, man. And
thank you, bro. And
yeah, of
that's the
course.
biggest thing. You have to believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, who the hell will? Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
your parents will believe in yourself, but that can only go so far. So, and that's the thing. Like, if you see other people doing what you want to do, everyone starts from zero, and if some other person is doing what you want to do, then you have the capability of doing the exact same thing, if not more than what your model is of who you look up to. And just
Absolutely.
the capability that everyone has in life is unreal. It's what you do with that capability and that potential, because potential is only potential unless it's acted upon. And I just know that no matter where you come from, and I've learned this through my mother, no matter where you come from, you can make it in life. And there's so many stories like that. But dream big. The biggest thing is to dream big, but also work hard on that dream. Because a dream's only a dream one day, and you got to work hard to make that dream a reality. And that's my biggest thing, is always doing what you love in life.
Heck yeah,
If
man.
you do what you if you do what you love in life, I know it's cliche, but you truly will never work a day in your life. If you do something you enjoy, something that makes you happy, it's a fun life, and you're gonna want to keep doing it. And the money might not be there right away, and obviously money is a huge factor in this life. But if you're willing to do things that you love and enjoy, you're gonna be willing to put in the extra work, and eventually people are gonna notice that, and eventually the money will come eventually. And for me, there's so many people in this world that are looking to get in like a rich quick scheme. Yeah, that may work, and you get maybe a couple $100. But if you want long-term financial freedom or just life freedom in general, like, you got to look for those things in the long run and do things that make you happy. And yeah,
Yeah, absolutely, man. I love to hear it. So on that note, I'm gonna attempt to like close this up here, but I know you just kind of like talked about how people should just do what they love. Do you have? I know that's really good advice. Do you have any other advice or like anything you'd like to say to the people listening?
um, there's so many people out there that care so much and value others people's opinions on them, and I've learned that's you pardon my language, but fuck them. Fuck them. The people that talk outside what you should be doing with your life have no idea what you're going through. The only person that really knows what you're going through is yourself. So sound out everyone trying to tune in and trying to chirp at what you should be doing in life. You have your own life. You're in control of your own life. So disregard and don't listen to anyone that's talking to you. You're a firm believer, and you believe in yourself, and you know what you're capable of. So do that. and don't listen to what other people have to say. Obviously, if they're giving you advice, take it into consideration. But if people are like telling you this, telling you that, telling you how to do things, like, no, like, fuck them. Do what you love and do your thing. That's my biggest thing. Is so many people are scared to come out. Not come out, but like express themselves in their own way of what they enjoy, because they're so scared of how other people react to to what they do. Like, they're so scared of whether it's being judged or made fun of or whatnot. But like if that's what really makes you happy, what's stopping you from doing that? Just because someone says, "Oh, you look like a loser," or blah blah blah. Like, if it's gonna make you happy, do it. And that's the biggest thing is people are so not insecure, but people are so are quick to acknowledge and want value of other people's opinions, whether your own values and your own opinions on yourself is what matters the most.
Yeah, man, absolutely. I agree. I definitely see that you express that through your everyday life and through your work ethic, and I've definitely developed that over the years. I'm also a firm believer in just doing what you love, because I've made it my goal in life to work, but feel like I'm not at work. I want to walk into
100%.
yeah. I want to walk into my place of employment, whether it be if it is a 9 to 5 and I love it, then it's whatever. But if I own my own
If
business,
you're happy, you're happy,
yeah,
bro. That's awesome. Like,
exactly. And I have been pursuing that for like the last year, and I'm trying my hardest to continue that throughout life and throughout my journey and throughout my many experiences that are coming along. And I'm really excited to see where we go in the future and how it
absolutely.
turns out.
I just know that you and I are like, we're really like-minded in the way of how we think and how we do things. And I just know that you and I are like both destined for success in our own terms. And success is different for everyone. But I just know that you and I are both like determined. We are determined to be successful, yes.
Yeah.
But I know just you and I are the capability and the potential we have is through the roof of us being people in our field of choice. And I just know that we will have to put in the work. But I know if we do that, eventually the time will come where both of ours are sitting up top, when we're driving our drop top Mambos down the coast of California.
Oh, I love the confidence, bro. But I really do appreciate you coming on and talk with me. I'd love to have
Absolutely,
you on another
man.
time, and
Dude, 100%. I'm always down.
We could like talk for hours, but this is the
that's
first
the best of the best.
episode. Yep, this is the first episode, and I'm really excited and happy to start this journey and kick it off here. And
Sir.
yeah, and overall, I'm gonna keep this going, and I'm excited to have on more guests. Next time, a little preview. I'll be having a professor of mine, a really, really amazing guy who's super experienced at what he does, and he's a great teacher, and I think he'll have some really interesting things to say. And tune in for that. And Trevor, I really appreciate you coming on and speaking with me.
Thanks for having me, bro. It was awesome. Yeah, I'd love to do it again, whether it's tomorrow or the next day. And I know, like you said, you and I could like talk for hours and just have time go by like that, and always have a conversation. But I really appreciate you giving me the opportunity to come on here and express a little about myself or what I go through. And there's a lot more for me to be said. I'm a person it's hard to get all in 45 minutes, but
yeah,
that's just me, because I have so much to talk about and so much to share. And but same with you. And once again, thank you so much for the opportunity to come on here and share my thoughts and express myself.